Look at your to-do list and just very temporarily put them into two categories. The list of things that you really love doing as an entrepreneur founder, the things that should be on your to-do list, and the other side, those things that you're not so keen on doing that you think should belong to somebody else's to-do list. What if I told you that the pattern of this Rubik's Cube could support your to-do list being something that you truly love to do every day? I know back in 2008, my to-do list was incredibly long. And what made it worse, it was incredibly long with very small problem-solving issues, conflicts, dealing with this, signing off this. And the greater challenge was that our biggest opportunity to grow the business was there, but our brand was chugging. And it should have been shifting forward into growth. It was made for recessionary times and customers truly wanted us. I was sat in this very garden at 3 a.m. in the morning with my hands to the stars, declaring, what more can I do to get this brand shifting forward? I take myself 8 months further on, and I'm looking upon this dance floor with 700 incredible people dancing like they truly own success. And they did, because in that 8 months, we together had made what had seemed previously impossible, possible. And understanding the direction that we took and how we looked at growth in a different way was a key part of making that moment happen. So what did we do in those 8 months that made the impossible possible? Well, of course, I had a great team. I had a great leadership team. And together we created a different way of looking at our growth challenge. And as part of that process and those learnings, I've created a way of thinking about that. It's called the Powerball. So what does the Powerball do? Well, I like to see the Powerball as this sort of magnifying glass which has this opportunity to take your purpose and make a greater impact with what you do and how you do it. Picture your purpose, the gift that you wish to give to the world in whatever form. This can support you to do what you believe and to support you and others to actually believe in what you do. And that creates a unity that ultimately creates the impossible to be possible. Let's just look at it momentarily. Let's take this side of the Rubik's Cube as your purpose, the gift that you want to give to the world, the purpose, the thing you want to make better. And thank you very much, it says go, so it's quite appropriate. On the opposite side, you've got this very, very pure face that represents the impact level that you're having with your company. Now, in a great world, it's very, very simple. It goes from here to the customer, to the community. But as you grow, it obviously involves other things. Understanding what surrounds that journey is called the key drivers. And we believe there are 4 key drivers to accelerate your growth and the impact you want to be having. Let's just quickly look at those. Well, firstly, your team, that's the obvious one. The team, but it's the whole ecosystem and how they work towards purpose and are unified. Your purpose, at what level is it used in your organization? Do people live by it? Do they make decisions by it? Your customer, how connected are you with the relationship beyond the transaction? How much do you know them? How is it relevant? And lastly, the way that you work to unify and keep the core strong and innovate for a strong future. And these are referred to as those key drivers. And together it forms the Powerball. So what does the Powerball bring? What's the value of these 4 key drivers? Well, of course, It wasn't solving my to-do list that enabled us to touch market leadership that year. But what my to-do list was, it was an alarm bell that something bigger was wrong. And once we could begin to understand more about that, we could begin to unravel the way that we worked and realise that over time, with more processes and ways of doing and people joining, our purpose had actually become the process itself. And especially me, we were stuck in a cave. And it was so frustrating, where 80% of our time was unravelling these smaller issues, a bit like whack-a-mole, trying to put plasters on the outcome of a problem that was further up. The purpose was diluted, and the way that we worked, the way we used our purpose, the relevancy and the connection to our customer, and what is more importantly, the team and what they were involved in creating was misaligned. Incredibly frustrating, but this was our starting point for understanding how to create back a unity of purpose so that we could, lift the dam on what had been blocking the growth and our approach to grabbing these opportunities. So let me give you a quick example. Well, our company was chugging, so everybody was putting all of this effort in to generate sales and connection with our customer. And marketing had come up with a great campaign, put it out there. Product had made sure the stock was in the store. But what had happened was we were a victim of our own success. The product ran out, the stores, in terms of there was a beginning to be, a gap in terms of understanding each other and the way that we worked. Now, of course, we had that moment of sales and we all thought, well, we're delivering the purpose to the customer. But what was happening was in the team. So we have marketing and product. And suddenly conversations started to become about the way that we worked, start looking from function to function. And what happened was that began to become part of the way that we were working, trying to solve issues and grow forward. Ultimately, with so much effort going into everything else other than the purpose began to diluted. And this is what became my to-do list, putting out these fires. So what we did was, rather than solving the problem, we understood the cause and created unity in purpose and the way that we measured it. This is how our team, our whole ecosystem connected, all 700. And as they say, the rest is growth history. And understanding how that unity and bringing back purpose as our sole reason for being created, this river of opportunities and let everybody contribute towards our success. So, if you wish to find out how aligned your key drivers are, we put a free evaluation on our website. You can take it, you can understand how your 4 key drivers are working together to create that power and unity. At Wyseminds, we dedicate ourselves to ensure female entrepreneurs have every tool and support to grow their businesses on their own terms. So we offer a completely free lift-off program that begins to help you see how the Powerball can be part of your future journey. Have a look at the website and hopefully sign up, and maybe in the near future we'll be able to discuss your light bulb moments. Enjoy.